Edoho, you are not the first man. You are not the first man that took his wife to school. You are not the first man that paid his wife's school fees. You are not the first man that did any of that. In fact, okay, hi guys, we're back. Okay, so remember I told you people that, part 2 of the Frank Edoho story was coming. My dear, you people, buckle up, tie your wrapper, get your coffee, get whatever it is that makes you good. We are going to talk. All right, so remember in the last video, I told you guys about the fact that, Sandra released her own statement concerning what happened or what made her make the decision that she made. Now, in all of that, again, the internet is agog, and the manosphere are not happy. In fact, they are foaming at the mouth because they don't understand it. Many of them have come out saying women are supporting bad things, women are supporting cheating. Again, I am the kind of person that I do not believe in trying to remove somebody's somebody's perception of me. I don't care, right? And so they can keep saying the things they want to say. It's all well and good. They're in their rights to do that. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How was school today?
Fine, thank you.
All right. So you're going to see Noah?
Yep.
All right. So again, they're it's for you. And the biscuits there. I forgot that we had butter biscuits.
Thank you.
They're a little bit soft, but not bad. They still taste good though. So, I really don't care. They're entitled to what they want, right? But I want to say something, and maybe some of you may be thinking, oh, I'm not married. Yeah, I'm married. Oh, hey, you guys, I'm married. Don't worry. I am married. And let me tell you, there is no married couple that doesn't go through their own, right? But I will tell you categorically that for the number of years I've been married to my husband, I've never cheated on my husband. My husband has never cheated on me. Right? And so it takes for me to have been here for the past 17, 18 years to know and categorically tell you that no, that is not possible. And he can say the same thing, right? So what I'm trying to say here, first of all, is this. When you create the room, when you create the avenue for a woman to do certain things, listen, as a man, know that she's mirroring you. Sandra Wonyibo, she's an Igbo girl married to a Calabar man. Sandra did not wake up overnight and decide that, she's going to cheat on Frank Edoho. No. Sandra did not erupt and decide today is about cheating. She did not do that. There was a precedent. There have been precedents. So it is quite shameful and disingenuous, if I must add, of Frank Edoho to want to paint his wife as this horrible person. I listened to the audio. It's very long, so I'm not going to bother, but I'm going to put it all together, make it just, for you guys to see in a nutshell where he was going to work with all of this. In that audio, Frank Edoho talked about meeting Chike aside and telling Chike that he should leave his wife alone. First of all, as a man and as a woman, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you have no business with the person that your spouse or your partner is cheating with. That is none of your business. The person you have an issue with is your spouse. So if your spouse is cheating on you, face your spouse. You don't go and meet the person, the third party. If your boyfriend or you, it is the person that is doing the cheating that you have a problem with. That is a stupid act. Okay, that's number one, because he as much as said that, and how Chike was shaking like a leaf. Kiniko. What's Chike's own? His own is, please don't go, let me do my thing. Chike is an artist, right? Frank Edoho is a media personality, as we all know. in that same audio, he also pointed to the fact that he's the one that trained his wife. I raised her. I did this. I did that and did that. Frank Edoho, you are not the first man. You are not the first man that took his wife to school. You are not the first man that paid his wife's school fees. You are not the first man that did any of that. In fact, I have a very beautiful bosom friend. Anyway, who, in a bid for the man to marry her, promised the parents that he was going to do everything. And he did not do it. So that you did it or you didn't do it is inconsequential. It's totally inconsequential. That does not excuse you from bad behavior, Frank Edoho. It does not. The fact that you paid for her, then what you were actually, targeting was, well, I did that for her, so she's supposed to take any BS I give to her. Are you serious? Huh? Are you serious? That is very, very, you are, excuse me, sorry, Frank, but come on. Are you serious? You are what, 53? At least the kind of English that comes out of your mouth, we know that you, man, what's up? Are you supposed to be, is that supposed to be something? If it's not your wife that you did, who will you do it for? But did you do it because you were expecting servitude, because you cheat on her? So that because you did this, then you have a right to do whatever it is you want to do. In the same audio, Frank Edoho, you also said that you raised her and that she began to feel that she was big. She has a job. She has something that is paying her good money. And you're telling her that she wants to be big. She's supposed to be small. You see, this is the problem. I just talked about it in the last video about this, about the one he says man like, I don't know, boy like Amam Hios no with himself. And you now realize that these people actually have a problem with their self-esteem. It is a problem where a man decides that a woman he married has become his competitor. That is when you begin to hear things like this. Where in a couple, you cannot understand that two of you are feeding off of each other, which means whatever it is that you bless this one with, you will be blessed in return. And whatever it is that you curse this one with, you will be cursed in return. The bad thing about it is that for the men, it is worse. Because the woman you marry is a vessel. She's a vessel by which and through which the blessings of God comes into your life. Not just blessings, you name it. Women are visionaries. So when a man is seeking to look for a woman who is tied, at that moment you made the biggest mistake of your life. Because it will not take long for you and everything you've worked for to start crumbling. This is a fact. It's not just spiritual. It is written in the stars. It is a theory. It is a fact. It is the law of nature. So those of you who sit down and begin to tell yourselves that feminism is dangerous, to tell yourselves that women are the problem is that you people will have decided that you want to remain impoverished, you want to remain blind, you want to remain small, and you will never ever grow. Because a nation that raises women becomes a successful nation. But a nation that brings down women, I'm sorry, it is a fact. It is the law. So the people that told you people that God created Adam first, we are looking into that matter. We are looking into that matter. My mind is telling me I'm looking inside that matter. It's not true. I'm looking into it. It's a theory, but I'm looking into it. Because the law is not adding up. If going by the law that has been given to us where the woman is concerned. So Frank Edoho, she felt too big. At that moment, You decided that you were in competition with Sandra, your wife, your ex-wife, because she's no longer your wife. Those of you who are busy opening your mouth and saying that Chike, excuse me. So some of you are so vile that because you want the rhetoric to tip in your favor, have started making videos of Chike apologizing. Meanwhile, Chike did not apologize. Chike has nothing. And again, I am loving the fact that he has kept mute, and that is the energy. Do not say a word. Chike, if you are hearing me, don't say a word. Let them continue. Don't say any picking to anybody. You did not do anything. You didn't do wrong. Now, in all of this as well, this is the same man who also said that a man can love one woman and still cheat. So my question, because in the same audio, he spoke about the fact that il a quitté la domicile familial, right? He left the family home and went away for 3 months. Now, in the whole video, what I heard is Frank was busy trying to victimize, himself and paint his wife as a cheater. In everything that he spoke and did, for one moment, Frank never said, this was what I did wrong. Isn't it bizarre that the person that Frank was actually speaking to in that audio is a woman? Why is he speaking to? You see, the thing about it is that I've learned that in this, the pick me women, these pick me women, one of the ways and one of the easiest ways that it actually does happen is these men come to sit you down and talk to you about what they are going through in their marriages. One thing I learned is this: when a man sits you down, a man that sits you down who is married and is telling you about something that is happening in his marriage, the question you should be asking that man is, what does he want from you? Because in most cases, they want to also sleep with you. Yes, they want to also have pom-pom with you. Because in the sense that, not that the person was able to get away with it, but I knew, because this person will come and be telling me the things about his fiancé. Then I think I've talked about it before. Then it was his fiancé, how she was this, how she was such a jealous person, how she was this and that and the third. And it kept on going on, and I'm like, uncle, what do you want me to say to you? I don't know this person, right? This person you are reporting me to, I don't know her, right? So what do you want me to do? 9 times out of 10, that man is looking to sleep with you. He wants to get down with you. He's not telling you because because again, like I said, the question you need to ask is, why are you telling me? What do you want me to do? Why are you telling me all this? Because the solution is not with you. And he said all these things he has said, but he has never mentioned what he did. He said that he left the family, the house for 3 months and stayed in a hotel. You have money to stay in a hotel for 3 months. Dude, you are not saying the truth. You are lying. Yes. You have not come out with the truth. Because, again, I started this video by saying a woman will not just come out and decide that all of a sudden she's just going to cheat. Every woman has her tipping point. Every woman has where she gets to and she doesn't care anymore. And it happens to every woman. Sometimes it is the fact that you don't listen to her. She stops talking to you. There are times when it is about the fact that you don't take her feelings seriously. She stops sharing with you. Yes, every time a woman moves to the left, there is something that happened from the right that made her move to the left. She's not stupid. No woman is that stupid. You did not communicate with her. You did not sit her down. You did not say, okay, this has gone on far enough. I apologize. I am this and this. We start off. You did not say that. All you were telling us was what Sandra did and how you went to meet. You, Frank, purposely mentioned Chike's name. Because again, you wanted this thing to fall on Chike, because you understand the society where we live is that is very patriarchal. You knew and you felt that you were going to get away with this, that the kind of backlash and what is happening today, you were not expecting it. Because Frank, there was no need for this thing to have come out today. There was absolutely no need for it. But you leaked the story. Why? Because you wanted to promote your game show. I wonder if that game show will ever happen again. You leaked it. It did not come out from the courts. I don't believe that BS story. It didn't come out from there. That said, the double standards are just killing me. The double standards are just turning my head around. Because make it make sense that you, Edochie, yes, who was married to May Edochie, left his wife and camped with another woman who was married, right? And moved in with her, sired a child with her, married her, in fact, if the marriage is real, and the husband was in tears. But our fellow men said it's a man's way, it's a polygamy. You did everything to rubbish his wife, his ex-wife May, but she refused to fall and dirty in the mud with him. But the men, the double standards, the men came out with their chests beating like gorillas and said that it was okay. Now, Sandra Edoho did it, and all of you are up in arms, because for you, it is not just about every other, you are scared. You all very toxic men, you are all running scared. If the kitchen is too hot, leave it. If you cannot take the dish you are serving, get out of there. Don't serve it. It's the double standard. I talked about the fact that just in a similar fashion, Hulk Hogan, I watched his documentary the other day, and I was telling my husband about it. His wife, the one he loved, and they had 2 children together. When she found out that he had cheated on her, she did the same thing, and he could not take it. He couldn't stomach it. You should go and watch the documentary. I felt sorry for him though, because his life was full, but at the end of the day, he paid a very heavy price for it. A very heavy price. And so when his wife started doing the same thing that she did to him, again, like this ikapu here, this itepu here, he did not go to speak to her. He did not call her. He did not apologize. For him, he was angry and let it go. And he said because of that, he just didn't want to see all that again. He gave her 70% of everything and he found himself broke. Why would you find yourself broke? That's the woman who took care of your children. She's the mother of your kids, the only 2 children you will ever had. She's the mother of them. She's the one that raised those children while you were flying the sky as Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania. So, yeah. You see, the thing is, you men do not understand how much you destroy by doing the things you do. You destroy so much by going the miles you go when you cheat on a woman whom you swore and vowed to be faithful to. You destroy a lot. And so, again, the manosphere in Nigeria have legitimized, the cheating of you. Because, again, it's a man. Gone are those days. Sure, I said it before. Gone are those days. Women don't even care anymore. Today, women are not interested in the money you bring to the table. Before the conversation was marry. No, we're not needing to marry rich anymore. We're looking at the substance of the man that you are. And the problem is that many men have failed to be of substance, of value. Many men have nothing to offer because society never demanded that of them in the first place. But now, today, with all that has happened and all that is happening in the world today, and the ability for women to be able to access better pay, better jobs, make their own money, live their own lives, have their own children if they want, and not get married. What is the bottom line? You lot are afraid. You people should listen, because you are not listening. You think that the world is the same in 1970. Let me explain another thing to you. The patriarchy that you are beating your chest over was never African. Africa was never patriarchal. It was the colonizers who came in with that mindset. And they needed to do that because they needed to justify slavery and colonialism. So Frank Edoho came up this morning with a statement. And I read, over the past few days, when somebody starts something, it looks as if it is fun. It feels as if, it's me. At the end of the day, you find out that, you unleashed the dragon. Over the past few days, I've received an outpouring of kind messages, prayers, concern, and goodwill regarding my separation and ongoing divorce proceedings. Another thing that irks me is that this comes out now. Frank Edoho has been separated and divorced from this lady. It's been over 2 years. It makes absolutely no sense. I truly appreciate the empathy. While I understand that the public is only just becoming aware of this chapter, I have lived through it privately for quite some time. Now, almost 2 years, and have since made peace with it emotionally. Life unfolds in different seasons, and sometimes moving forward quietly is the most dignified path one can take. Frank, you did not know that you could have done this quietly. Now it is a mess, and then you now realize that it could have been handled privately, and it could have been done privately, and to move on from this privately. What do you want to do? You're already divorced. What do you want to get out of this again? You want to go back to the courts for what? She's already divorced. You're already divorced. She filed for divorce. I am well, focused, at peace, and deeply grateful for the love, respect, and support so many of you continue to show me. Thank you kindly. Now you realize that it's privately. You now realize that you could have. So again, when everybody is asking why, Frank, you know the truth. So now Sandra even came out with more evidence about some other things. But before I end this video, I've been struggling with myself to talk about this, but if your name is mentioned in this saga, let me put it this way. If your name is mentioned in this scandal or saga between Frank Edoho. So, like I said, or I was saying, if you find yourself and your name is mentioned in this, I will advise you, keep quiet. Whether you're a casual bystander, whether your work was done, whatever capacity, whether your name was mentioned as one of the girlfriends, or my advice to you, for ethical reasons, is to just keep it short. There is no need for you to come in between. Know this is between Frank Edoho and his ex-wife. And from the way things are going, it's hurting Frank a lot because he was not expecting Sandra to have moved on so quickly. He expected probably that she would be whining, or she would be, crying or depressed somewhere. what he wanted, he didn't get it. So I will advise you, there is no need for you to involve yourself. Nobody, you don't need the attention. They called your name, it's written your there, whatever form. Remember, this happened over 2 years ago, and these names have been there. These conversations have been had, and people, according to Frank, he said people knew. So it is inconsequential for any human being to come and be doing third party. Just in the same way when Two-Face and his ex-wife Annie were having their issues, a lot of people were coming out there to come and be doing giving statements. It's none of your business. It is none of your concern. It is up to Two-Face and Annie to do what they are meant to do and finish up that relationship and move on. It has nothing to do with anybody. And so this is where I'm going to end this video. I haven't forgotten anything. But, like I said, again, because he did a podcast, unfortunately, I didn't make notes on that podcast. But again, it still ties down to some of the things that I talked about here. The fact that you feel like you can dish out what you want to dish out, but you can't take what you dished out. It says every day for the thief, one day for the owner. What is good for the goose better be in perfect form for the gander. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not fail to like, do not fail to leave your comments in the comment section, and do not fail to, of course, subscribe to this amazing channel. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.